Alrighty, guys, I have not done one of these in a while, and I'm going to bring it back, and I want to tell a story that I think this will help you guys on your journey as we're all just trying to be the best that we can be as a growth strategist, as a marketer, and just up-leveling our team, our organization. So I want to talk on a story of Jordan who sprays lime juice in his eyes after hitting his first $1 million a month for an e-commerce brand. Also, why it costs his growth strategist over $2,000 on the growth strategist next month's check. And this is all based on a true story. So I want to tell you what the situation is. So Jordan owns a marketing firm that helps exciting e-com brands print cash. He's a big player. He speaks on all the marketing stages, AdWorld, you name it. He's like really smart dude. And his team helped an e-commerce company hit their first $1 million a month. Not only that, they also added over $300,000 in a single month. So in a 30-day window, they went from $700,000 all the way up to their first $1 million month. And I want to tell you what happened and why this is so important and an important lesson for us, so you guys can make more money. And it's just the first time I heard this, I was like, that makes tons of sense. So this is what happened. The brand before was doing $700,000 at a spend of $100,000 per month. And that was an MER of 7x. After Jordan was done with it and the team, sales of $1 million a month, and they spent an extra $66,000. Their MER dropped from a 7 to a 6. Now, when they first partnered with the brand's minimum profit target was a 4x. This meant that the company would do 25% profit for their company. As long as they were at a minimum 4x, they were at 25% profit. That's very healthy for a lot of brands, and this company agreed to that. It made sense. They were on board. Now, the problem was, this is where there was a problem, was that the growth strategist could have made over $2,300 extra on their next month check by spending more on ads because they get 1% of ad spend on upside clients. So if they would have spent more money, even though they hit their first $1 million a month, if they would have spent more money, really the opportunity was $2,000 plus. And if that doesn't make sense yet, I'll explain. The company could have made $40,000 that month, but instead only made $16,000. So they lost in profit $23,000, and that is why Jordan sprayed lime juice in his eyes, and I want to tell you why. So here's what Jordan wanted to happen. Jordan wanted to spend more on ads, so it was closer to the minimum MER target. The ideal outcome that Jordan was looking for was to spend more money because the goal, the minimum target that the company said was a 4x. Everybody agreed on it. They felt good about it. So in sales, they could have been at a 4.5x MER, still like some cushion there. Increase ad spend, efficiency would decline, but they would have hit $1.8 million in sales for the company. So instead of hitting their first $1 million a month, it would have been close to $2 million a month. And the spend would have been $400,000. MER of 4.5. So instead of the actual, this is what the actual was. The point of all of this is, as a growth strategist on this team, you have the opportunity to make 1% of total ad spend on all upside clients you manage. And I want to talk about the checklist to maximize your earning potential and earn industry-leading case studies. And this is just how, these are how the top brands are scaling right now. It's not all return on ad spend. Now, the first thing we want to be doing is getting buy-in from clients on the business health calculator. So that business health calculator, if the client isn't bought in on it, then that's a huge issue. That should be a red flag. And we're going to need to do number 2, which is hit clients from multiple angles, because it is normal for them to have doubts at first. It's their money. It's easy to spend somebody else's money. It's a lot harder when it's your money. So we need to just be aware of that because we are spending their money. But get them bought in using multiple angles and having those tough conversations and lean on team for the help. Number 3 is take your sleep seriously because it is a silent killer to your energy. You need energy in order to follow up with your clients, to stay on your clients, to say, hey, we're at a 7x MER, 4x MER is the minimum that we set. Let's increase ad spend. They say no. Hey, new day. We're doing well. Let's increase ad spend. No, why not? Let's jump on a call. That is the type of pressure we need to put on them. 4, always push the needle on growth. Growing at a 10x MER means there is money on the table for everyone here, for the company, for yourself, for the company. The client, yourself, the company. actively lowering their MER by scaling. And the reason for this, if you disagree with this, it's because ads can break at any point. Success tomorrow is not guaranteed. The more new customers today means the more life the business has for years down the road. So like ask yourself, how long can a business last if it never added another new customer again? These companies rely so heavily on paid ads to grow. Ads can become unprofitable over time. So while things are good for a business, it is our duty to rip ads, and we want to just maximize the amount of new customers we're putting into their business, because this is guaranteeing that if shit hits the fan, they have enough customers where if they just send emails, they will be okay. They will be okay. So it is, again, our duty to rip ads while things are good. And I want to make this video. This is actually based on a true story. Happy to talk on you more about the story. But the company and the growth strategist would have made so much more money had they just spent more on ads. So yeah, I know this is a long kind of random video, but I think this just is an important lesson for us to think about. If we have clients that are 8x MER, 9x MER, 10x MER, and they're like, we're just not scaling them, we need to focus on these 5 things. So thank you for listening.